YouTube channel, and we are gonna talk about some solving problem skills, and we are gonna try to solve this problem as soon as possible inside of the like 10 minutes or something like that. So I'll be so fast. What about our topic? Let's start with that. I'm solving this problem on HackerRank, and the name of the topic is Migratory Birds, which means, and we have like really different kind of arrays, type of birds, and we need to try to find out that which birds has the highest accuracy and lowest ID. In here, as you can see in here, for example, we have like 1 2 2 1 2 2 and 1 3. We don't need to consider about the 3, but we have to consider about 1 and 2. Which one has the lowest ID number? Absolutely, that's the one. So we need to return the number 1. That's the basic of this code. So as you can see here, we are gonna code in Python, and here let's start with coding. First of all, let's write some numbers: 1 2 2 3 3 3 4, and we're gonna talk about that parts. Here we have to consider about, like, we can take these numbers like randomly, like 1 3 2 3 4 or something like that. But if we sort these numbers, then we can avoid to use the double 4, which is really high complexity, and we don't want to use that. Yeah, that's much more easier, but we need to make it very efficient. So first of all, we can sort our array in here. That's much more easier. And then we need a max occur number. Can be assigned as 0, and we need to ID of max occur, which is gonna be an array, a list, because as you see here, we have like 2 1 and 2 2, and we need to take like 1 and 2 into the list, and we can get the lowest one from the list. So we have to take it as a list, and after that we can have real-time occurrence. That will be the one. I'll explain why it's one. Let's start with our code. Then so why did we start with 1? As you see here, we have 1, and then we are gonna go through the 2. But if we are just considering to 1, that means we have at least 1, because we cannot have like 0, because we are taking it from the array. At least 1 is our number. So let's put an if sentences in here, and let's look at our index is equal to next one. For example, in here 2 is equal to 2, then we are gonna go with this if statement. So next, if it is equal, then I can update the real-time occurrence with 1. So at the end of here, I can say that 1 to 1, that means 2. I have 2 times 2. Okay. And if it has not, I mean, if it is changing, the next one is changing 1. For example, in the first one, 1 to 2, that means it will change. So first we should, sorry for the brackets. And if our max occur smaller than our real-time occur, that means we have to update our max occurrence with real-time occurrence, and also we need to add the ID to the ID of max occur array. Yep, and here we have else if, and if it is equal, max occur equal to real-time occurrence. As you see here, we don't need to update the max occurrence because it's the same. We don't need to do that. So we can just append to the ID of max occur list, and that will be it. Also, we need to get rid of the ID of max value occurrence like with clear, because if it is bigger than that, we don't want to have the other IDs in our list, so we can simply clean that and then append the new one. And of course, every time we have to update the real-time occurrence with 1, like we need to assign 1. Yep, I guess that's it. Here I need to sort the ID of max occur, and at the end I have like 2, 3 in the ID of list, and I need to take the 2. So first sort and then return ID of max index of 0. However, we have just missing points which is at the end of the array. For example, as you see here, if we are just passing through 3 to 4, I mean from the last point, we are just going through the if statement. We cannot go to else, and we cannot update the ID of max occurrence. So what can we do that? Because if at first, if we just go if and we cannot go else, we cannot update that, and next time we cannot go to the 4, then we cannot take into consideration the number 4. So we need to take it. Simply, we can say that if our I value is at the end of array, why we called it like +2, because as you see here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I have 7 items, but if we are in here, that means we cannot go again to the next one because I said -1. So we have 0, we have 7, but 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We need to be at the fifth point at the end of it. So if it is our last one, that means we have to do these things as well in that part. Yes, these parts in the tab. Yep. We can also copy past that part, but we don't need, because we don't need the real-time occurrence at the end of our list, so we don't need to do that. It's just waste of time. So let's run the code. As you see, it works. and in all cases. So thanks for watching, guys, and if you want to see more about JavaScript, Python, Java codes, you can simply subscribe and follow us. See you next time.